Hey, that's a flash one, eh? Got the recorder and the. Alright, mate. Oh, get one of those, Cal. USB recorder.
Ken, your team is termed as favorite in this tournament. How much of that puts pressure on your team? And since England is here for the last 10 days, and how much that give advantage to English team?
I suppose England have been fortunate to play in these conditions a couple of times, but look, I think in 2020 cricket, anything can happen in terms of favourites. Look, every team's strong coming into this tournament. Both pools, I think every side in each pool believe they could go all the way, and we're no different. I'm sure England are no different, and same with the other semi-final. So it's an exciting occasion tomorrow night, and one that the guys are all looking forward to.
Again, England has 3 left-handers: Stokes, Morgan, and Moeen Ali. So, do you think Nathan McCullum comes back into the equation?
I think we need to look at the conditions before we decide on our final side. But naturally, you consider the track you're playing on, the ground size, and also the opposition. And at this stage, we're still yet to decide on an 11.
Okay, English cricket owes New Zealand a bit of a debt of gratitude after the lessons you taught them in the 2015 World Cup. How surprised are you at how quickly they've managed to change their ways, and how dangerous do you think they are all of a sudden in limited overs cricket?
I'm not surprised at all. I think having played a bit of county cricket, I've seen all these guys quite a lot, and how good of players they are, and we know they're a big threat. Certainly we saw them in the one-day series we played in England, and when I saw the team on paper, you knew that it was going to be a tough challenge, guys that play aggressive cricket and fearless cricket, and it's no surprise to me that they're in the semi-finals of the World Cup.
But obviously last World Cup, fearless cricket wasn't really on the agenda. I mean, it's certainly come out of them in a way that, well, you say you're not surprised, but it's taken English cricket by surprise a bit that they've changed their way so quick.
Yeah, I think it's very much one game. Is there a phone call here? In terms of that, it's tough. There's so many good cricketers in that country, and you're always trying to improve as a side. And I think England have done that, and they're getting better and better as well. And they're very much contenders.
Ken, I guess you surprised everyone first game of the tournament by loading up on spin, given conditions. England have bowled a lot of seam out here. They bowled 16 overs of seam the other day. Might you spring another surprise and bring Bolton Southey back into the mix? Are they ready to go?
They're very much ready to go. Like I say, we still haven't decided on our side, but we'll be looking closely at the conditions and the history, I suppose, of what the wickets produced, and try and pick our best side.
This is your 6th city of the tournament. England have had one internal flight from Mumbai to here. Is that fair? And have you kind of queried it at all with the organisers?
No, it's great. We've been able to see more of India than most opposition sides. It's one of those things. Surely it's just happened by coincidence, and the guys have embraced it. Embraced the flights and enjoyed the variety of hotels.
You have a beaten pieces player, so this is a key for your success. Anybody can come and score few runs and somebody can take a wicket. So useful all-rounders is a key for your success.
Sorry, was that?
I said
Elliot.
You have quite a few all-rounders.
Yeah.
To the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in this format, things can sort of change so quickly that it's important that all-rounders are a big part of the game, and you can call upon guys to bowl an over or two that have slightly different skills to one another that can make a difference. And I think most teams nowadays are seeing that as an important part of a side.
Ken, we've seen quite a few surprising decisions from you in terms of the playing 11 through the tournament. So, are there any surprises up the sleeves for tomorrow's game as well? And second question would be, New Zealand have always been one of the favorite sides for most people, but they have been tagged as the underdogs perennially. So, how does it feel to be one of the favorites right now for the semi-finals?
What was the first question?
The first was about, can we expect some more aces up your sleeves?
Yeah, I think in terms of my perspective and our coach, they're not surprises to us. We're simply trying to pick horses for courses, our best side on the conditions against the opposition at any given time, and that certainly won't change in terms of that philosophy. In terms of favourite tag, we certainly, I think it's almost impossible to do in T20 cricket to give someone a favourite tag. It's so fickle in nature that on any given day the team that plays the best wins, and anyone can beat anyone. Like I say, going into the tournament, both pools were very strong, and everyone certainly had the desire to go all the way and believe they could. It's nice we've been playing some good cricket, but here we are in a knockout game, and the guys are looking forward to it.
Kane, obviously the experience that you had in the 2015 World Cup was a great one, getting to the final. I remember Brendan kept talking about how you guys were having the time of your lives and you were just enjoying that experience. The final itself was, I guess, slightly one-sided, and there are a lot of comments about how Australia played the game, like I guess the kind of ruthless style with which they went about their cricket. Have you learned anything from that which you think might be able to help you now that you're in a semi-final to actually be more ruthless and actually win the tournament?
Australia are a very good cricket side, and they beat us, and that's fine. That can happen in cricket. From our perspective, we want to keep improving as a unit. We're not looking too far down the track of sort of changing personalities or looking to make any drastic changes. We just want to keep taking small steps forward as a team, and hopefully that breeds a consistent improvement. At the same time, we respect in the game that you can win, you can lose, and in 2020 it's more fickle than any other format. So like I say, it's important that we go into the game, play with that fearless nature, with that freedom, but play smart cricket as well.
Tim, you along with Joe Root and Virat Kohli are considered to be the best among the current times. You have seen 2 amazing innings already. Is that one also due from your side?
Oh, I'd love to do that. they've been playing brilliantly. They're both outstanding cricketers, and they've been fantastic for a long period of time. So, when you watch those 2 bat and perform the way they've been performing, you can learn a lot.
And you are one of the most favorite this time, unbeatable team. But the statistics shows when you reach to the final, somehow the mental goes something wrong, and you lose the games. Is there anything you have planned for tomorrow's game there?
We've made one final and lost, so it's sort of, we don't really look at it too closely. We're at the moment the team's very relaxed about how they're going about their business. Like I say, in cricket you can win, you can lose, and that's the way it goes. In 2020 cricket, it can happen at any stage, and we've been playing some good cricket up until now, but we've been playing fearless cricket and smart cricket, and that's what we'll be trying to do again, and hope that holds us in good stead in terms of a result. But at the same time, we know we're up against a very strong England team that will be trying their best to win the game. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting.
Kane, I think it's the 9th time New Zealand have got to a semi in the World Cup or World T20. How come at these tournaments you see the side always seems to bring out the best of itself? What is it about these tournaments that bring out the best in New Zealand?
It's a tough question to answer. We're sort of, as a side, we're basically trying to improve day in, day out, and do that in real time. So when we come up to different grounds, different conditions, we want to be smart in how we do things so we can keep getting better as a unit. And that's pretty much where the focus lies in terms of results and how well you go at certain stages. That's sort of a byproduct, I think, of the work you do in-house, and it will certainly be focusing on that.
And just on this tournament, like, how far back did the preparation of the team go? Because there's been some countries have said about how they haven't played that much T20 cricket. That's also probably true of New Zealand, but it seemed like a lot of preparations got into this campaign.
Well, we had a series against Australia, a test series, and then we sort of had a couple of weeks off, and then 3 days in Dubai, then pretty much to India. So I think the break was nice for guys to have a week away from the game. The schedule's pretty hectic, but and they're all looking forward to getting involved in this tournament. We had a couple of good warm-up games as well, some tough warm-up games, and it was nice to get a feel for conditions. But at the same time, preparation's important, but it doesn't promise anything. So I think that's important. You take an attitude into your preparation, so then when you come out of it, whatever happens, you're ready to go.
Kane, you guys have done particularly well in batting first and then defending even quite small totals. When you look at that England side and how deep they bat, how much of is that kind of the biggest danger of that side for you if you do end up winning the toss and choosing to bat first again?
Yeah, they've got a number of strengths. Certainly they bat very deep, which is a strong part of their side. I think the focus for us will be on how we play our cricket, what suits us, and that's how we'll make our decisions in terms of which way the toss goes, what we want to do, reading the surface.
Williamson, spin will play an important role in tomorrow's tie. So what are your thoughts on it? And New Zealand have always been considered a very strong pace unit, but in this tournament your spinners had delivered the goods for you. So how do you look at that aspect of the New Zealand side?
Yeah, our spinners have been brilliant on surfaces that have suited spin bowling, and even when we played on perhaps the best track we played on, which was in Mahali, they still played a big part. So like I say, we're not quite sure at this stage what to expect. We've seen a few games played on it recently, but we're still yet to have a good look at the surface and make a judgment on it.
Kane, you're just newly into your innings as a captain. What have been the highs or the challenges so far, and where on that scale does playing 3 spinners instead of your premier pacers in Nagpur rank?
I think as a group, it's been nice to see. I suppose after a transition without Brendan, the team continued to grow, which is important. In terms of the side, look, I've said it a few times that there's a number of, we've got some world-class bowlers at the moment that haven't played a game, and they've still been brilliant in the group, and understand that we're, as best we can, picking the side for the surface and the opposition to try and give ourselves the best chance of success, and we've got all 15 players on board with that.
Okay. Would you attribute your open-minded approach, in this tournament as one of the reasons for your consistency and the success? An open-minded approach in the tournament. I don't know. I think from my perspective, I'm trying to do the best job I can with many other leaders in the group that assist in the overall leadership of the side. I think it's important to come up with sound game plans, but ultimately it's the players that are executing them well, and which we have done to this point. So I know that going into tomorrow, it's a big, exciting match, but our feet are firmly on the ground, and we're going to be wanting to perform our plans as best we can again.